Alright, story time. Back, it was around 1999. Alright. I was coming home from work. I was working for a celebrity hairdresser and being social all the time, chatter, seeing like heaps of people every day. And I was on the way back, and there was a week, everyone was sort of chatting, and then they were sort of talking about socializing, kind of, I don't know, for some reason, they were talking about it being bad. And during this 1 week, everything changed, right? People just stopped socializing, like at bus stops and stuff, while waiting to get on the bus and shit. Because normally people were just used to, earlier on, in the 90s and stuff, people would like chat while you're waiting like for the bus. Just like chat like friends. And say like meet people and all that kind of stuff. And all of a sudden things just broke up and people just wouldn't chat. It was like offensive to chat to a stranger because you didn't know them. So anyway, I had to catch a train and a bus to work. So I caught a train back, and then I was in the city, and then I was waiting for the bus home from the city. And I'm standing there, and this courier, right, he was on a bicycle, he was across the road. And I was at like QVB, where the bus stop is, and he was like across the road. And he was like riding along, and then he like stacks his bike. I still remember it. And it was fucking funny. I laughed exactly like that. And so did the dude next to me. And he was a bit taller than me, a bit more buff and stuff. He was like, I think it was an Indian dude. And he laughed as well. And I just like gave him a light nudge, like, how funny was that? And he's like, not allowed to talk to each other, man. I remember that specifically during that week. And it was like burning my brain, obviously. And getting on the bus, and I was just like, man, this is just messed up. That's like the first pinpoint where I noticed things are going weird and shit in society. But yeah, I mean, that was it was funny to see him stack. I mean, it's just one of those things that you just laugh, it just happens, so you just laugh at it. But since then, that was around 99. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was around 99. And after that I just started to like society just slowly isolated, stopped socialising as much. Later on there came internet dating and stuff, so people stopped dating as much and stopped, connecting properly, and then people started clashing more because of that. And because there's more clashes, they put more protocol on you, and then there's more stress, so there's more clashes, and it's just going downwards and downwards and downwards. So we should probably reverse this shit, because it's getting a bit fucking fucked up, especially when you see all the wars and stuff overseas, and talking about all the religious shit. Like, just get along. You don't need the religious shit. Like, why have a religion when you can just get along and not have any religion and just live life? Easy. It's meant to be like harmony, right? I think of it like when you connect, like when you're vulnerable and you're genuine and you connect. Like when you connect with an animal and stuff, they can tell if you're putting on like a facade or whatever, or if you've got a genuine heart or whatever, then they'll sort of be like more friendly with you, because they can tell that you're nice, right? Every animal has that instinct. But yeah, you got to be vulnerable, and people just got to turn around and do that. But as I was saying, it's like harmony. So you think of think about like a car or like a computer, or anything, any sort of system, even like teamwork, football team, anything. If there's one component that sort of like breaks down, so if there's like a few too many people that aren't really connecting and doing that shit, it's fucking, there's no connection that fucks up. But we're all meant to be harmonious and connect properly, and naturally we're not meant to play each other. We're not meant to do all this like morbid stuff. We're meant to all work as a team worldwide, and be like one big family, kind of like friends. And if you don't get along, you kind of like keep your distance, but you might need each other one day, and you still help each other out or whatever, like within respect. But we've turned the world into something weird where we all try and do each other over and play each other over, and we think that it's funny and smart and like cool thing to, I don't know, do all that shit and be greedy and fucking, you know. But really, we should be helping each other out and fucking helping each other thrive and survive and, yeah. So, you just gotta do it. You gotta do it. It's just pathetic not to. They just look like fucking idiots, man. All these world leaders, they seriously just look childish. Say all these like ego shit, blah 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 blah. We're gonna blow the world up. We're gonna challenge each other. Yeah, it's just pathetic. Doesn't everyone get like over it? I mean, all they start the fights, and then the armies, everyone else is like their sheep and has to fucking do and cop fucking all the other bullshit. Doesn't everyone else get sick of it? Like seriously?